That should do the trick. Okay. Why am I all the way back there? The League subreddit post really blew up. It did? When I checked in on it, it had like a couple of hundred upvotes, which is pretty good. Okay, so that just leads to the gate. I see. I see. Excellent. Can always those. Extremely die, please. And then nothing else. Okay, well, up the stairs we go. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. Or to the cathedral ward, or whatever. Okay, there, I think. Should do. Really? Oh! First enemy I've encountered that doesn't die from a single crit. Ow! What the hell? What did I just get hit with? What did I just get hit with? What was that effect? Was that frenzy? That would suck. Okay. Leave that for now. Let's take that. Yeah, this is the pizza incident. We're editing the pizza incident tonight. What's this place? Astatar I was on about. Okay, that's clearly an enemy. Probably. Something about that didn't feel right. When will this video be released? I'm not sure. I'm targeting Friday, but it kind of depends because I've got a bunch of shit going on this week. So I'm targeting Friday, but I don't know for sure. I hope so, but you know, it's just it's like I don't think it's a boss, but it kind of like big round open square. It kind of seemed boss arena-ish. But then I feel like a cutscene or a portal or something that like a fog door could go up over. Beyond the time. That didn't feel right. It's just it's like I don't could go up over. An exquisite eyeball removed quickly after death, or perhaps even before. Oh dear. Used to unlock the seal of the old labyrinth hintertombs. thought. Here. Yeah. So this is just the rough edit phase, by the way, which means that I'm just going through the footage right now, and I'm picking out, like, stuff that can obviously be deleted and gotten rid of. And trying to figure out, like, which footage do I absolutely need to have, and then that's the first editing pass. And then eventually, once that's done, I'll go back over it one more time, and that's usually when I put in the swear word effects and, like, the text bits and edit it down a little bit more, try to make it shorter. And then maybe one more editing pass just to check that nothing is out of place and I haven't missed anything. And then it can go live. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to have that ready for Friday. I'm hoping. Phones inside. Cave system. With gravestones inside. Do you think editing all the footage you make helps you improve at the games? That's an interesting question. Maybe? Like, it certainly lets me, like, if there's an enemy that gives me trouble, it's a lot easier to spot. Like, oh, here's the dodge window, or, like, that's its attack pattern, and, like, maybe when I'm playing the game, I'm too into it, and I'm not really paying, like, dispassionate attention. So, like, it helps in that way, I suppose, but I don't think it makes me better at the game as such. Oh! Alfred told me at the other end of a... Does it ever wig you out to hear your own voice? Yes. Because my voice, like, the thing about the human voice is that when you hear your own voice, like when your ears pick up the sound, it's picking up sound that's resonating inside your own skull, which acts essentially as a resonating chamber for yourself. So our perception of the sound of our own voice is usually a lot more full, a lot more resonant, sometimes deeper than it really is. And so that's part of the reason why when you hear it in a microphone coming out of, like, a speaker that's outside of yourself, it can feel like, really, oh god, no, I can't possibly sound like that, Jesus Christ, because you're getting a voice that sounds thinner and a little bit reedier and a little bit less resonant than you're used to. Like, you're getting much less of like, the vibration that you get inside your own head. And that's why it sounds so uncanny and fucked up. And that never goes away. Like, it's gotten a lot... Like, I've gotten used to my own voice now, so I don't cringe when I hear it, but, you know. Woodland area. I'd find the Bürgenwerth... The Bürgenwerth... Like the whatever. Okay, so that's where that leads. Right, so let's see where going up the stairs will take me. If anywhere. Is it just me, or did we just hear that already? No. And 12,000 blood echoes. I'm a little squirrely about this. I've opened shortcuts, so it'll be easier to get back here, but still. Right, so let's see where going up the stairs will take me. If any. So maybe if how you're singing sounds gorgeous to you, it sounds trash to everyone else. Yeah, I mean, singing is a special case. It actually uses a different part of your brain than speech. And, like, learning to hear music accurately is a skill. Like, it's not... When human beings don't have, like, a natural... Well, some people do, but most people don't have a natural great ear for music. So, because your own voice is distorted by the inside of your head... And because you're not, like, because you, when you sing, you know the note that you're trying to hit. And so your brain, like, kind of fills in the blanks a little bit and like, encourages you. Like, it's a little bit more generous to your own voice than you might think. So when you sing, part of the reason why starting out singing can be hard is that your brain literally doesn't know how to listen to your own voice properly. And so you sing a lot of wrong notes, and you can't hear it, because you haven't learned how to do that. Like, your brain hasn't learned to sort through the audio signals yet. But as you sing, as you practice, as you listen, and especially as you listen back to yourself, you start to realize, oh, no, wait, I'm wavering there, and, like, that thing is, like, a little bit flat, and that's a little bit sharp, and... But that's practice. That's entirely practice. That's about teaching your brain how to process sound. Anywhere. And also, Sverda, yeah, I hate listening to myself sing too. I don't like my singing voice. I really don't, actually. Like that's the one thing that every time I listen back to that, my brain just goes, no, it's wrong. No, what are you doing? Why? Like that's just the one thing that I've never been able to really get myself to enjoy. And I think that as far as I know, that's pretty normal for singers. That we're eternally more dissatisfied with our own voices than other people are. Because I know I sing okay. Like, I know I have a decent singing voice. But my brain, whenever I listen back to it, it's only hearing the mistakes. Like, it's only hearing a little flat there, a little sharp there. That was a little bit shaky. No, that didn't really feel like you had your diaphragm with you, like that shit, so. Ooh, no, that's no. If there's a boss fight here, it's up there. I swear to God. Okay, everything's about to go wrong. Hold on, someone just rang my doorbell. At midnight. Okay, so I think... Right. So how the fuck do I want to edit this? Because... Because I kind of need to show... I need to show, like, the fact that I got blindsided by this thing that really isn't supposed to happen. But I also I need to show Eileen dying. Like, that needs to be in there. So I'm just thinking about where I put the break. Like, where I put the... Hello, Big Dread. How long have I been studying English? Because I'm fantastically fluent. I mean, technically since 4th grade, because that's when everyone in Denmark gets English classes from then. But I mean, I know that I was able to read English from age 7, 8, something like that. And then by the time I was 11, I could read like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and like actual, literature and stuff. Which was just me, which partly was because of video games. Like, I wanted to know what the fuck the text said on the screen in my video games. And so I made my parents teach me. So that's a big part of why my English is decent. Maybe I should just let it play out, actually, with a little bit of... Just like, how long is this? This is like... It's like only a minute, right? Yeah. I'm not gone for that long. Turns out my flatmate ordered pizza. What the hell? I don't know what's been going on, but okay. Is that the old Hunter lady? What the hell? Okay, so he can use his gun pretty freely, huh? I don't know what's... No, that's too long. I just did this. My heart dropped during all this. I was just confused. Like, I was just, what the fuck is happening? Why am I not safe at the lantern? What the hell's going on? What the shit? What the fuck just happened? I respawned. What? Okay. I don't. Let's just put a default transition on that. What happened? Who is this guy? What the fuck is happening right now? Okay. Would someone in chat please explain to me what the fuck just happened? Okay. Right. So that's probably the cutoff point. Yeah. If I may, you could cut off when she dies or something, then do a future Skyne bit explaining what happened. Yeah, something like that. But I feel like the cutoff kind of has to happen here when I ask chat to explain what the fuck was going on. Once you meet a certain trigger, this guy spawns at Gascoigne Lantern and Eileen intercepts him. Eileen is dead for the whole run? Warping to the tomb instead of the chapel was a huge fuck up. Yeah, so her quest line is gone. Okay. By turning off my PS5. PS4, sorry, not my... Okay, hang on. Let me just actually... Yes, let's do that. There, I'll need that footage, but I don't need the audio. And then I need... From... That one's from the last time I streamed, 11th of September. That's not a half hour ago, that's days ago. Or rather, that's a month ago, pretty much. Listen, if I had walked into that, like if I'd gone there... That. And then that. I think that should do. Don't need audio on that, so I can throw that out. And then, like... Ready to go for a long time tonight, guys. That also means we get a second shot at the blood-starved beast without summoning Alfred, which should lead to some deaths. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this in the editing. I do not know how I'm gonna handle this in the editing. But I guess we'll find out together. Brace yourselves for a long stream tonight, guys. There. Okay. That should be all I need to edit that, I think, with the way I'm planning it right now. And that's about, yeah, right now that's 20 minutes of the episode's runtime so far is just the pizza disaster. Cool. So now we can get into the Vicar Amelia part of it, which is this bit here. I feel like maybe I should put a little window on the thing. Actually, hang on a sec. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that'll give you a little window of what I'm doing over on my like timeline. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking here. Hang on. Let me just go and think for a second. Because this needs to be part of the series. Like, it needs to be part of the series that I have done this. Have I heard The Lament of Orpheus yet? Yes, I've listened to the soundtrack a lot, but I haven't encountered it in game. Yeah. Because I don't, like... I think I'm gonna use the footage from this stream, most of it. Like, most of the footage from this stream... I do not accept that. I do not accept it. Fortunately, since now we know what the fuck we're doing and where we're going, it should be easier to get back to where we were. Yeah, something along those lines. Because that was some bullshit. Like, that... No. I do not... Man, that pisses me off. I'm genuinely quite angry right now. That is bad game design. Okay, let's go get the old lady to start with. Let's try and recreate as much of what we did as we can. Cool, there. And then I can do a time-lapse. A time-lapse, and then Future Sky can talk over it a little bit to explain that, like, Chad is helping me recreate everything just the way it was. Let's see. Big Dread. I'm honestly surprised that there. That should be the time-lapse bit. I'll probably mark that out so that I know. That feels like super chats. I'm level 18 right now. Yeah, I should... that's the weird thing, Samtrox. I'm seeing bloodstains all over the place, so I feel like I should be online, but... Well, can't do it here, clearly. Am I not online? What the hell? There, more time-lapse footage. Because as far as I remember, I don't die at all during this. There. That should do. Those who deceived us. Okay, so that's time-lapse stuff. How long is that? That's what? 10 minutes-ish? Yeah. So let's nest that up and take that down to 20 seconds? Just for now. Oh, that's 20 minutes. No, that's not what I wanted. Just so I have a rough idea of how long this episode is ending up. 2 hours and 30 minutes of footage left to edit. Yo, do you think you can make the video's voice a little bit lower? Oh, let me, hang on. Is that better? Because that should be... That also means we get a second shot at the blood-starved beast, which should lead to some deaths. I don't know how I'm gonna handle this in the editing. I do not know how I'm gonna handle this in the editing. And then if I put a sidechain on that... There, that should do the trick. Editing. Because then once I start talking, that should make my voice in... Yeah. Okay. I think. Do I have the right filter on? I do. Good. Okay. Broccoli man, broccoli man. Hello. Let's see, where's the message? It's... there. What do you want, phone? Oh, okay. Da-da-da-da. So you go there. Ember! Ember! Could probably kill the crossfade, actually. I still kind of want the blood echoes as much as possible. So, we're not gonna go... Yeah, cool. Okay, so from there we can do JoJo montage. So... we're not gonna go... I mean, there. Won't need the audio for any of that, but that's for later. All I need is montages of the two of them killing shit for me. Because I just want to cut down as much as possible of the repeated footage. I have such good friends. Excuse me. Kind of tearing through things here. There, kill that one, and let's go there. I just seen shit to my dear and more strong friend. Let's take that one. Good. Because that lets me cut down the early footage so much. I brought someone I'd like you to meet. Get that one. And... Here comes the Goon Squad! Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. And we're gonna take the audio off all of that, because that's just gonna be JoJo footage. There, that one should do.
I haven't upgraded my weapons right now. At all.
Kill that. And I don't need this for anything, do I? No, I don't. So that goes there. And... kill that. Get rid of that. There, because that gives me what? That's, it's like a reasonable sized. Yeah, it's like a minute. We can do that. It's mostly about being able to not get completely fucked by the music copyright.
I'm just gonna head back to the dream. And thank you very much to thank you very much to Broccoli. Hey. Oh, and also I need to buy
Okay, I can skip past all of that. That's not necessary. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. So we get.
Okay. Let's go die 10 or 15 times, shall we?
Yeah, that's a whole lot of footage. Good. Got rid of that. Sweet. So how much is left for just the Vicar Amelia bits? That's still about 2 hours and 15 minutes more of footage. Okay.
Okay. Let's go die 10 or 15 times, shall we? This is not going to be...
And let's turn that into montage footage as well. By doing that, and then do a... This...
To all other...
And then we do... Do that. And that should... Da-da-da. Die again somewhere around there. And I die again. Where do I die? Do I kill it this time? Cool. There we go. That's that. Nest that together. And give that like a 20-second length. I'll turn it into a shorter montage when I'm laying. Okay, so that takes us down to how much footage now? About an hour and a half. Cool. That's a little bit more manageable.
Okay, I'm not. Now I'm no longer completely unhappy that I went back and did this again. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog.
Okay, let's just speed past all of this. Oh, there's a couple of things. There we go. And that's what? Another 10 minutes? Yeah, 11 minutes. Poof! Got that out of the way. Excellent. Because then after that, that can be the fast forward, and then I can...
Who likes to flirt with me?
No, wait. No, I've already been there. So, kill that. That's another, what, 5 minutes? No, 1 minute and a half. Cool. I'm cutting down so much footage this time because so much of it is repeated. That's lovely. Hey, Funky Pepe. Do I have any opinions on Warhammer? That's a really big field to have opinions on? Like, do you mean all of Games Workshop or just, like, only Warhammer Fantasy? Because I haven't engaged with Warhammer Fantasy in a long time, so I don't really know what that's like nowadays. Like, the last thing I did with that was play the, Total War 2. Warhammer Total War 2. Which was, like, half okay, I guess. Just not my kind of game. You heard some news that Denmark was going to kill off a lot of minks. Yeah, it's been a whole political scandal, actually, because they found a mutated strain of COVID in a population of minks, in several populations of minks, actually. And we're one of the biggest mink farming countries in the world, which is pretty disgusting, but, you know. And the government basically went, okay, that's a mutated strain of the virus that could compromise a future vaccine. We have to kill every single fucking one of them. We have to cull them, like, just for safety, because we can't have a second wave of the pandemic coming from us. And they gave that order, essentially. But it turns out they didn't have the legal authority to do that. Like, there's no basis in the law for the government to be able to give that kind of an order. And that's caused a little bit of a political scandal, because the government kind of assumed that they had authority without actually checking whether they did. And now, like, the health minister is like, in a lot of trouble, and the prime minister has had to apologize. The cull is still going ahead, but it's just the government has to put out, like, they have to put forth a law that says they can do that first, which will then be voted on in parliament. And, like, the opposition is obviously using this as a way to criticize the government for their handling of the crisis. But either way, like, millions and millions of mink are gonna be killed. They're gonna be euthanized. And it fucking sucks, because, like, those are innocent animals. They don't deserve that, but they also don't deserve to be farmed. Like, I've seen the conditions on mink farms, and it's fucking awful. Like, it's cruelty. It's cruelty. And I fervently hope that this kills the mink farming industry in Denmark. I know it won't, but I hope at least it weakens it so that there's less of that shit going on, because it's awful. But yeah, that's a whole thing.
Fire is synonymous with fear and that peculiar yarn of madness. They're all a bunch of my ladies.
I can't wait for the next Pentakill album. I spoke with Preco, who's like the lead composer on the Pentakill albums, briefly on Twitter, and he basically intimated that like some things like that they're getting like near the end-ish stages of production on it. Which with Riot can mean like anything from 6 weeks to like 12 months, but hopefully Pentakill is a thing that's going to be showing up soon.
Most healing church hunters are elementary doctors.
Yeah, minks are all about the fur. Like, they're just farmed in these, like, they just live in these little cages their entire lives. Like, they're raised, fattened up, and then they're killed and skinned. And it's such a wasteful fucking industry, and it's cruel. It's awful.
Most healing church hunters are achieved by disposing of they're a yarn of madness. Now the lovely thing is, because I'm a lady, Fedora actually looks good on me, but no, Gascon. Oh, right, I should change out of that. Attire of the healing church hunters. The holy shawl symbol of the healing church flutters proudly on their backs. That's not too bad.
I know how to unleash eternal power. Lead us to order. I am the light bringer.
That's not too bad.
Okay, finally reading some item descriptions and stuff.
Too bad. White surgical gloves. The spell, huh? Well, it certainly has better defense in some respect. Oh. Anyway, back to my old self, more or less. Right, that note there.
La-da-da-da-da.
Okay. Wrong. I haven't pulled. Here, grabbing the item. That's extremely. You piss off.
There. That's another like 10 minutes, isn't it? Of footage just removed. 5 minutes. I keep overestimating it. Good. So that should only really leave the Vicar Amelia fight then, which does take a while, but that should be easier.
The last thing we'll do is we'll go up here. We'll open this door, and then we'll get scared because I'm going to realize that there's definitely gonna be a boss up there. Like 110% there's a boss up there. And I go, oh no, my blood echoes. And this time, I can use the Bold Hunter's Mark and not spawn somewhere where I'm gonna get an NPC killed. So that's nice. We more or less recreated the previous. We did it. Nice. We did it. we more or less recreated the previous section of the stream.
Oh, you were thanked.
Of the stream. And so we return to the Hunter stream. You're gonna level me up a couple of times, thank you, please. Health. I need health. I don't want to get one shot by any more things.
Farewell.
Okay. The curved knife is as thin and sharp as a surgeon's blade, often used for self-defense by special. This curved knife is in a boss fight, it might be more useful. So is that like a temporary? Okay. Okay. Am I gonna use both runs for the Bloodstarved Beast video? I mean, if I need the extra footage, I'll use it. But blah blah. Anyway, Chalice Dungeons, blah blah blah. Cool. So I think we have a boss fight available to us. Listen, that Henrik guy was really fucking strong. And I don't want to fight him right now.
Alright, I have a bathroom break here.
Oh, right, some super chats I should probably look. Yeah, I knew it.
There we go. Right, I go... Oh, right, before I go to Amelia, I go looking at the church workshop. Ah, that's true. And that can go. And then this should probably be a small fade to black. Like so.
Slow to act in the heat of the hunt. That's new. What's this thing? Hidden path? Whoa. Did you just do that? He has a Gatling gun on a wheelchair! Jesus Christ! Communion. Jesus Christ! Communion.
Good, and then take that and put that there. Give that a default transition. Okay, whew. Right, that's most of the grunt work done so far. I still have about, what? About an hour of footage left that needs to be edited, but this episode, with a little bit of luck, will come in under an hour, which would be good, because the fucking Bloodstarved Beast episode was like an hour and a half. Let's see. Have you had any time to play with the new items on League of Legends? Nope. I haven't played anything but ARAM since season 8 or something. Like I haven't played proper like normals or anything in years at this point.
So no, I've not played with the new items. I am tempted though. Like I'm tempted to just turn off all chat and go play some normals again or something. I don't know. At what point in the video making process do you actually do the design analysis? Usually after I finish the edit, because the edit will inform it informs how my analysis goes. Because like it's sort of, if there's certain stuff in the episode that I cut out that I don't show, I can't use that to do analysis on, obviously. And sometimes that changes what I can even say. And sometimes, like, if I have an analysis in my head, I'll edit around it. Like, if I kind of want to reach this conclusion about the characters because I've been thinking about it, I'll make sure to include, like, edits of things that maybe aren't exciting, but which shows, like, the stuff that I'm going to be talking about and thinking about by the end of the episode. Damn YouTubers trying to break the 10-minute mark. Yeah, that's never been a problem for me, Sandra. Actually, like, way back in the very, very early days when I made videos, I was always trying to get under the 10-minute mark. Like, I tried really hard, and, like, my delivery back then was so fast. Like, I was like, I had these long-ass scripts that I tried to cut down as much as possible, and then it was like, okay, I don't want this thing to be too long. I don't want to waste people's time, so it's just... Thank you very much for watching. My delivery was so fast. People commented on it like, Jesus Christ, dude, slow down, take a breath. That was in the olden days. I have changed since then. Right, let's see. So, Vicar Amelia starts like here, and I died to her like 4 times, I think. But then... That's the win. Yeah, okay.
A secret symbol left by Carol Runesmith of Björkenröth. Several runes relate to blood, including communion, which raises the maximum number of blood vials one may carry. This rune represents the healing church and its ministers. Blood ministration is, of course, the pursuit of communion. Huh. Wonder how you use those. Okay, well, go fight the boss. Okay, we'll go fight the boss in a second, but... Ah! Motherfucker. Oh. Oh, you... Better get your ass in here. Oh, he has a lot of health for a villager. Okay.
Soft voiced Danish man face reveal when, I don't know, 100,000 subs or something? Probably never, but, you know.
Okay. Hang on. And Orlando feels... Oh, Healing Church Workshop. We were told to find this place. Ha ha ha! I should have known. We're told to find this place. I know. Fuck you! I'm dead. Yeah. God, that gun does a lot of damage. I should really just shoot him back. Wait, has anything else changed in here then?
Let's cut that down to size, and there we are. I need to do something with the deaths I suffer. When I get... Okay, think about that later.
I still remember that there was one enemy that didn't die when it fell off. You didn't regain your echoes. Yeah, that's gonna be happening.
Wait, has anything else changed in here then?
Let me just skip ahead to when I find Eileen.
She sits there. But I guess this one doesn't, so... Is there anything special about these slabs? Because, like, I noticed that the one NPC... I think the hell not.
What the hell? Oh, my phone is going... Hang on. Wait a sec. My phone is going off. What the hell? Oh, it's Instagram things. Since I started using Instagram, it's like... My phone keeps vibrating when people reply to my shit, which is like, ugh. Should turn that off. Anyway.
I think the hell not. I think the hell not.
Have you seen the new Demon Souls gameplays? Nope. I'm staying away from Demon Souls. I'm trying to be spoiler-free, you know. So I'm not looking at any trailers. I'm not looking at any streams or any gameplay or anything. I'm trying to stay spoiler-free so that when the day comes, I can make a relatively spoiler... Well, actually, it's going to be a lot easier to make a spoiler-free Demon Souls, I think, because people don't talk about it nearly as much as they do Dark Souls. Demon Souls is like... I think it showed up in a Bomber Guy video that I watched once, and was something about... like the big knight they showed in the initial reveal trailer, like the guy with the big shield. That's all I really remember of stuff that was in Demon Souls, so I can go in pretty unspoiled, I think.
Where the hell are my echoes? Who the hell has them?
No, don't need that. So something, by the way, little editing tip from me.
Where are my echoes?
Look at this. That actually works really well. If when I have the character like and then they run and do something, and then like upon an attack, if you pay attention to the editing of boss designs videos, you'll notice I do that a lot. Like right after like my character goes and then they do something, like they pick up an item, they open a chest, they hit something, they jump off a thing, like immediately after an action. Hard cut to whatever happens next. And especially on attacks, that's really efficient, because that sort of visually implies that, okay, he fought that guy, and then he beat that guy, and then he moved on. And that's, if you pay attention to the editing of Bloodborne in the videos, you'll notice that I do that all the time.
Nope. that survived like a sliver. That really just... Oh, you... Oh, you... Wait, why did I get my echoes back? He's dead, surely. My echoes...
Let's see. There.
Surely. Are my echoes just gone? Oh, that's some bullshit.
Let's cut on that.
So you don't get them back if you not... Shit. Yeah, that won't happen. Hell. Otherwise, plan to go on the up and start all this nonsense. This fun nonsense. Maybe the guy despawned or something.
Let's kill that, and then there. Every weapon is wieldable, but the cane always felt like a wet noodle. Yeah, I kind of feel that. Like, the cane does not do a lot of damage per hit. It absolutely doesn't, but I committed to a skill build. Like, I've done the big chonky guy swinging the big weapon around so many times now that this is... I'm sticking with this playstyle for the duration of Bloodborne, unless, of course, I find some weapon where I'm just like, no, you, I need you. And then I try to change my build halfway through the game and it goes terribly. I wouldn't put it past me.
But he didn't hit a death plane? I don't know. Or something. Like he fell away, but he didn't hit a death plane? I don't know. There sure are a lot of determined grandpas in this game. A Radiant Sword Hunter badge. More items. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The Radiant Sword indicates the heirs to the will of Ludwig. These hunters, also known as the Holy Blades, are the remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry.
But they did not know what they had
My king, how was I supposed to know?
Okay. Yeah, see, cause... Yeah, see, cause I may regret this. Oh, no, it's just locked. Fair enough. Wait, what did I just kill? I don't want to use my hunter's marks, so... Yeah, can't do anything about that. Okay, well...
Magic made it strong.
Fair enough. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Okay, well... Guess we go back to the chapel. Wait, is that a door? Hang on. Wait a...
Oh.
Wait, is that a door? Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Prevail and survive.
Where does this lead? Does it lead anywhere? Well, now I may have to use a hunter's mark. Formless Odie. Is that another one of those root? Yeah, I got a trophy for that apparently. Maximum QS bullets +4. I should read the description actually. Trophy for that apparently. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. The Great One Odin, lacking form, exists only in voice and is symbolized by this rune. Those who memorize it enjoy a larger supply of quicksilver bullets. Human or no, the oozing blood is a medium of the highest grade, and the essence of the formless Great One, Odin. Both Odin and his...
Come on, apply. Thank you.
Odin. Both Odin and his inadvertent worshippers surreptitiously seek the precious blood. What are we getting here? It's just fall. Messenger. Messenger Urn Festival. Eh? Accessory adored by naive messengers. The messengers wear the urns filled with incense that wards off beasts on their heads upside down, suggesting a predilection to the dark. The inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in adornment. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? Cool. Time to fall down. If this kills me, I'll be pissed. Hello.
I'm gonna go back to the hunter stream.
Can you sell us? Hello. Anything new? Nothing. Well, yeah, fire paper. Nice, good. I'll need that. And bloodstone shards. Excellent. Not. I can't use them for. Ooh, hello. A trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines with its sheath to form a greatsword. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old German's techniques to provide hunters with the means to hunt more terrifying beasts, and perhaps things still worse. Well, it's not a dexterity weapon, but tempting. Ah, Ludwig's rifle, yeah. A rifle typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that this rifle was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. Its long, heavy barrel makes up for in range for what it lacks in reload speed. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old German's blah blah blah. Oh hey, you can also buy the flame sprayer. Ooh. Attire of Tomb Prospect.
I'd apologize to the nation of Germany for my terrible German accent, but, you know, you guys just invade our beaches every year, so consider this payback. Water is good, yeah.
And is therefore aware of the ruins' true importance. They contain... old great ones, you say?
Gee, I wonder.
Hello.
Oh, no. No. I think I know what I'm gonna put there. Okay, hang on. Bum ba da ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Well, maybe not a picture of Lovecraft himself, that old racist piece of shit, but...
Hello. Say. Hello. Give accessories to messengers and they will obediently adorn them. There you go. That is very cute. Oh, sail away, sail away. Okay.
Well, I didn't order pizza, I ordered a Durham.
Pizza to the left of Odeon. Okay. Pizza to the left of Odeon Chapel. What are you talking about?
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing.
Whoa! Ah! You fucker. Give me back my health. Jerk. Okay, yeah, sure, screw it, let's go fight the boss. Boss time. There's something kind of darkly hilarious about Eileen warning me not to go exactly to the place where the whole stream went to shit. Give me back my health. Jerk. Okay, whoa.
Yeah, there.
Oh, time.
Cool, and now we can... see.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and we should both be asleep. You're very right about that. Except I got up at 5 p.m. today, so I'm not going to bed anytime soon, because my sleep schedule is fucked! It's what it is.
Yeah, sure, screw it, let's go fight the boss. Boss time. Excuse me. Pardon? So sorry. Please don't follow me too far in here. Okay, there's oh, no. If this is not a boss fight, I'll eat my own meal. Oh. Those are illithits. Those are definitely either Mind Flayers or Cthulhu's. Okay, so she seems to be repeating herself, and it's a prayer, as far as I can tell. Hello. How are you? Ooh, I know this cutscene. I used it for the intro. Ooh.
Come here, you dumb. Working.
Sorry, my rats were having a little fight. Okay, so traditionally I show the whole first fight up until I die. Oh, okay. Damn it, I don't have any fire paper. Okay, let's just farm a few blood echoes and buy at least one fire paper. Hang on, wait a minute. Just one fire paper for that fight, so, yeah, not bothering with the farming. Is it for this? Is it the memory altar, maybe? Yeah. Oh well, figure it out later. Those are some... Don't need any of that footage, that's fine. Those are some creepy ass that's a trypophobia shit right there. I guess we see the result of what happens when you pray to those particular gods. Lop. Okay. Let's try not to mess up quite as hard this time, right at the end. Okay, so here it would be really funny if I did a smash cut to me dying again. Okay, depends. If I don't do any analysis in the course of the fight. Do I? That's definitely a grab. Oh, she does not like being hit in the face. Oh, no, you don't. She's definitely healing. No! 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 Because then I'm going to do a SpongeBob cut. I'm going to do a SpongeBob thing. I think here. I haven't done that in ages. Where is it? There it is. I'm right at the end.
A few moments later.
No! 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 Oh, come on!
Yeah, that's a good cut. I like that. Oh, that's good. Oh, let's just watch that.
To mess up. Those are some creepy ass that's a trypophobia shit right there. I guess we see the result of what happens when you pray to those particular gods. Look. Okay. Let's try not to mess up quite as hard this time, right at the end.
A few moments later.
No! 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 Oh, come on!
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna need to cut a little bit of that thing.
A few moments later.
No! No!
Yeah, good. And then that needs to crossfade just a little tiny bit with the other one, because otherwise it cuts off too suddenly.
Later.
No! 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 Oh, come on! Oh. I dodged into her. But I think I pressed my ass beaten to shit. She can heal. She actually does.
What software am I using to edit? I am using Adobe Premiere Pro, although with the way Adobe has been fucking up the Creative Cloud package, eventually I may have to learn another piece of software. I might have to figure out how to do this in Sony Vegas or DaVinci Resolve or something, because fucking hell, I'm tired of paying for this. I'm tired of paying for it when they keep fucking it up.
She can heal. She actually does. I could never catch the effect on her health bar when she does the scream. I could never catch the effect on her health bar, but when she did that thing with the goddamn... Yeah, I saw it that time. Do I have a +5 weapon? No. Prevents... Because that seems more like a PvP item to me. So it probably doesn't.
Right, I was farming blood vials there and silver bullets. I did hear that Adobe fucked up pixel artists with the latest update of Photoshop. Yeah, they fucked with the fucking path tool, and they made, like, they disabled an option that had been there, like, forever, that a lot of people rely on, just for no fucking reason, apparently. They just disabled it. Assholes.
Except problems.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so the end is in sight. If you look at the lower right, you can see the end of that little bit of footage there. Whew, and that means, finally, that the gameplay section and the rough edit is almost done. And that clocks in at about, it's gonna clock in at like, what, 45 minutes maybe? Something like that, all told, once I'm done with all of it. That's pretty good. That's good. This episode will come in under an hour. Yay! Less than an hour! Hooray!
Hello again. How have you been? I've been miserable. Because of all that being alive that you're still doing. Oh, that's a swipe. Shit.
Okay, I think this is the fight I win, in which case I'm not editing it at all. I'm just letting it play. Yeah.
Gold pendant, huh? Pendant. Pendant of Vicar Amelia, used to change into a blood gem which fortifies weapons. This pendant, passed down among the Vicars who head to the Healing Church, is a reminder of the cautionary adage. To reveal the adage, touch the altar skull. Oh. What?
Okay.
Oh. Oh, hello. You look special. Let's just, cause that, interesting.
God damn it. Fuck you.
Welcome home, good heart. What is
Let's do that. We're about to start with, level ups. Is Cam in here? Nope. Doesn't seem to be. With that out of the way, I didn't want to, if something was gonna happen that was gonna, like, maybe make me die. With that out of the way, so that skull right there. Born of blood, made men by blood, undone by the blood, huh? And a little bit of talk of eyes as well. And a little bit of talk of eyes as well. Well, isn't that fascinating? So I'm pretty sure that in learning that adage...
Transition. Oh, how many hours would you say go into these episodes between playing, researching, writing, recording, and analysis on top of the editing? Also, I plan on joining your Patreon. Oh, thank you very much, Squesh, or Fen, as you apparently prefer to be known. Thank you for that super chat. That's very kind of you. In terms of how many hours, it's like... I mean, it's the gameplay itself, which is usually the least of it. And that'll be like the Bloodstarved Beast episode had like 4.5 hours of footage total that needed to be edited. And that took... I don't know how long that took. It took like
couple of working days, so like 16 hours maybe, like to do the editing. And then there's the research, which like with Bloodborne is mostly, I don't do that much external research, but I do look up concept art and stuff for like the Bloodstarved Beast for the bosses. And then it's like there's also like a part of the research phase is just the editing, because like it's during the editing that I really get to review the footage and see like, oh, like that's where I really noticed the crucifixes and all the like the martyr and sacrifice imagery in Old Yarnum that became the basis of my reading of the Bloodstarved Beast. So that's part of the researching phase. And then sometimes like if I want to, like what I did with the Old Iron King, when I did that episode, I did a lot of external research about like Satan and Lucifer and like representations, images of the devil in Western culture. And like I looked up, like I went looking for Milton poetry, and I went looking for like old visual representation. Like the research on that one took a good long while, because that was a lot of assets I had to gather. But the research on like Bloodstarved Beast was a lot less, because that was mostly I just needed to look into crucifixion and like Christ's martyrdom, and that didn't take very long because there's lots of information about that stuff. So it varies, it depends. Some episodes are really short, some are really long. It's I don't think I can give you like an average.
That's what block a thing somewhere. Well then, okay. Eye of a blood drop. Hello.
The Bloodstarved Beast might actually be my favorite episode out of all your playthroughs. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I'm still a little annoyed that it went so long, that like just because of the footage I had and the thing that happened, and like it was a very long episode, and it took a lot of work to get it down to an hour and a half. That still annoys me. Like I don't like making the videos any longer than they have to be. Like that's always been my rule, because like if I'm gonna make hour and a half videos, it needs to be justified that they take an hour and a half.
Somewhere. Oh, hello. What's this? Eye of a blood-drunk hunter beckons hunters to the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk you away outside Odin Chapel.
Again with the eyes.
The eye of a blood-drunk hunter, its pupil collapsed and turned to mush, indicating the onset of the scourge of beasts. A hunter who goes drunk with blood is said to be taken by the nightmare, destined to wander forever, engaged in an endless hunt. It is a fate that no hunter can escape. Interesting. Well, that's gonna be for later, though. So, that was the...
Let's see,
though. So, that is... I'm gonna spend some blood echoes, and we're gonna hit some things with a stick for a while. So take it away, Future Skyne.
Sweet. Okay. And that, my friends, is the rough edit. Which is not the final edit, not by a long shot, but we've condensed about 3.5 hours of footage down into, what, 48 minutes? Yeah, 49 minutes or so. And then I have to go over it again with a fine-tooth comb and try and get it down a little bit more, which I should be able to, because I've got a lot of montages and a lot of stuff that can be trimmed. And this episode should be a little shorter. And hopefully that'll make me able to finish editing it before Friday. Editing teacher usually said 3 hours of editing per hour of footage, but he did wedding footage, so yeah, I mean, it's a different thing for the kind of stuff that I do, I think. Especially since, like, he would have been editing for, like, he would have been editing for people, like, for, like, people who, like, couples who, like, want wedding videos and they want, like, special memories and montages and footage and stuff. Which is, like, that means there's feedback. Like, that means you have to account for the client says, hey, this is not, we need more of this and less of that, and could you change that up, and could you change the color grading on this and that, and then, you know. And that adds a lot of labor hours. Me, I don't take feedback from anyone. I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. Like, I don't even read the comments. I don't care. Well, I do. I read the comments and I do care. But, you know. But I don't have to if I don't want to, is the thing. Just do some more skill and health. Eventually, I'll probably have to do some more strength, depending on what weapon I get, but, not for now. He's still hanging out, telling me to go to Odeon Chapel. To the Church of the Good Chalice first, just to check if there's anything there. Could be some items I missed, who knows? No. It doesn't even look like they're prostrating themselves before God or anything. Yeah, we seem to have cleared it up pretty good. Right. Odeon, then. Beast Roar. Borrow the strength of the terrible undead dark beasts, if only for a moment. Huh. Oh, right, that's not the chapel. Doi. Oh, well, it's not that far. Okay, here comes the big boy. Could probably edit that out, couldn't I? It's not that far. Yeah, I can edit that down. Cut that down a bit. Just remember, TB, a hunter is never alone. Oh, indeed. A hunter is never alone. I can't place her accent. Is it like Midlands? Where's that from? It's not Birmingham, is it? No, can't be. Hey, I've got the 100 Captain's Mark thing. Let me in. Hey. Oh, more large dudes. And wheelchairs. And flamethrowers! Okay! That's a thing. Right, okay. I can probably start editing... Yeah. No, I should probably... I'm getting tired, so I should probably cut it here. Actually. Can you ask for a Discord link? Yes, you can. You can ask for a Discord link, and I shall give one to you as well. So I think I'm done editing for tonight, but I'll hang out and chat for a second if anyone wants to talk about anything. Let's see. Never. No. An hour. No limit. Generate. There we go. There you go. There's a Discord link. It'll work for an hour. If you want to share it with anyone, feel free. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Whew. That's that taken care of. That's all the editing I'm gonna do tonight. I want a Souls game where everybody has iterations of New York or Boston accents. That sounds absolutely amazing, actually. Yeah, it's it is the dark sign, yeah. Hey, Vinny, you got the dark sign? Yeah, I got the dark sign. Yeah, it's on my back. It hurts like a bitch. I don't do a good New York accent of any kind. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
Let's see. Both Cleric Beast and BSB are optional and main bosses at the same time. Yeah, I figured. Like, I could tell that they were both optional. Because, like, the Cleric Beast only guards the Chalice, which is, like, a optional dungeons thing. And or rather, the Bloodstarved Beast guards the Chalice, and the Cleric Beast just shows up on a bridge to nowhere, so I figured. Let's see, I should probably edit the stream of title to be just chatting. I should probably make a thumbnail for just chatting streams. Would you do an item artwork review for League of Legends? I don't think there's a lot there. Like, I don't think there would be that much there for me to talk about, so probably not. Is there going to be a recording stream this weekend? If I manage to finish the episode in time for Friday, then we're going to be recording on Saturday. But that's only if. Like, and I can't 100% guarantee it. I mean, I probably will, but it's Thursday now. It's like 6 a.m. on a Thursday now, so I don't have that much time. Beating the Bloodstarved Beast opened the church workshop door. Oh, interesting. Please don't post spoilers, though. Like, something you said earlier in the stream about talking really fast in older videos sent me on this whole research rabbit hole to try and figure out when I subscribed. Yeah, I have unlisted a lot of my oldest videos. Like, I go back in my archives, and, like, I'm going to find a video that's really old, and I'm just not happy with it at all. Like, I don't want people to, like, I don't want people to find that shit in the algorithm and think that that's what my video quality is like. I'll unlist them, just to make sure. Have I heard of a game called Ghost Runner? Yeah, of course I have. Not planning to play it, but I know about it. I'm glad to have the busy work done, though. Like, I'm glad to have a rough edit of that episode now. Because I never know how I'm going to edit those episodes until I actually do it. And I did not know how I was going to handle the pizza incident. Like, how the fuck am I going to edit that shit together? And, like, where am I going to put, like, there needs to be an explanation at some point. So where am I going to put that? I don't know. But yeah, having looked at the raw footage now and like cut it down, I have an idea of how I'm gonna handle that, which is good. Because that was a bit of a block in my head. It's like I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do about it. You really need to try House in Fata Morgana. I know you would love it. I don't know what that is. Out of curiosity, are you planning on a platinum trophy in Bloodborne? No, I don't care about that. I am not an achievement hunter. I could not give a shit. There's no game that I've ever wanted to platinum ever. Like, never. I just don't care. Let me just adjust my microphone here. Hang on. That's better. It's a visual novel game. Yeah. I mean, I don't have time to play any new games nowadays. Like, I kind of, if Ubisoft wasn't such a piece of shit, I'd be looking into Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or Valhalla rather, to maybe play on my off time. But they're pieces of shit, so I don't want to give them money. Which, you know, so I'm playing Yakuza 0 instead on my own time. You'll do more Stardew plus readings? Yes, actually. I wanted to have one out in October, but that kind of fell by the wayside. But I have, like, half of a recording done for that already right now. What did Ubisoft do? I don't know how to explain it briefly, but they had, like, decades and decades of worker abuse and abusive labor practices and sexual harassment and sexual assault and like shit being covered up by management. Like just a lot for like years and years and years and years, and everybody in management knew, and nobody did fuck all about it, and nobody who's done anything has suffered any real consequences. So like, fuck Ubisoft right now, and also for the foreseeable future. Chris Leo, I don't know how to answer questions like that. Like, when people ask me about my favorite whatever, like, whether it's my favorite game ever, or my favorite character designs, or favorite what, I don't know. I am terrible at, like, I like stuff, but I like a bunch of stuff for different reasons, so I don't know how to compare it. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. I should check, by the way. I should actually check on... I should check on my video, the one I put up today, which, like, I'm not that invested in how well the patch notes video does, because it was just a silly thing that I did on a whim. Like, it took 3 hours to record, but it was mostly a joke, sorta, kinda. But I did, like, I uploaded it, and then, like, 5 minutes later, YouTube just went down completely. Like, the whole site fucking crashed. And, like, the thing is, like, when you upload a video, the first, like, hour and a half, 2 hours of the video being up is really fucking important, because that's when the algorithm decides, okay, are a lot of people interested in this video or not? And if the answer is not, then the algorithm buries it. Like, it doesn't show your video to people. It might not show up in people's subscription boxes. You get fucked. And my video was uploaded right as YouTube just crashed, so people couldn't watch my video. So I'm a little bit curious what's that's done. Yeah, oh man, I can see it on the graph, actually. Like, you can see it. You can see exactly when YouTube went down. It's right there. Like, the video was on track to be like, this is the typical performance area, like, this is how much my videos usually do. And the video was, like, on track to be, like, in the middle there. And then YouTube just crashed. And then, fortunately, I think it's Reddit. Like, I posted it to Reddit, and people there apparently liked it. So I think that's kind of saved me on that one, because otherwise this video would just have, like, stayed way down here below everything, because YouTube's systems just fucking crashed. I hate this fucking website sometimes. And don't feel any pressure to watch it because of that, by the way. Like, it's not important. I recorded, it took 3 hours, but it was like, I just sat down and read a bunch of stuff. It's not an important video to me, but it just annoys me that, like, I don't get to see how well something like that can do on my channel. Looking at Discord, you have a lot more dude followers than I thought. Thought you would have more lady followers. I mean, that's the internet, and that's gaming content. According to YouTube Analytics, my audience on YouTube is about 80% male and 20% female. I mean, I don't know how accurate that is necessarily, but that's pretty normal, because I make gaming content, and the algorithm has decided that gaming content is for boys. And so when the algorithm is deciding what new viewers does it want to show my videos to, it usually goes for men, because it thinks they will be more likely to respond positively to my videos. And so that, like, just the type of content I make biases my channel in that way. And there's really not a lot I can do about it. Like, if I wanted to change it, I would have to create makeup tutorials, because YouTube firmly believes that makeup tutorials only appeal to women or gay men. And, like, but if I did that, then the algorithm would also be like, wait, but you were making content for boys. Why are you making content for girls? Demonetized. Well, not demonetized, but it would tank my views, because it would be like, well, we can't tell if this channel is for boys or girls, and if we can't tell whether it's for boys or girls, then we don't know who we should recommend it to, so your views are gonna tank, and we're not gonna show your videos to anyone. And that's, like, a lot of people have gotten burned by that, like, people who have, like, started out making content that's gendered one way by the algorithm and then tried to switch over to something else, and they just get fucked, because the algorithm doesn't know what to do with them. And it's, like, and that's one of those things, like, you know, when feminists talk about, like, the systemic sexism, that's one of the things, is that, like, we have all these algorithms on the internet that decide for us what we probably want to see. And those things work, like, gender is built into those. Like, humanity is separated into two categories, male, female, and there's fuck all in between. And if you don't fit into one of those categories, not only do the algorithms treat you differently, like, if you're non-binary, if, like, not only do they treat you differently and, like, show you different content or ignore you entirely, they also bias what kind of advertising you see. Like, it's a whole thing. But what it means for my channel is that I'm always going to have a majority audience of men. Like, I just am, unfortunately. I'd like to have a 50-50 split. But, like, there's also the fact that probably, like, statistically, probably a lot more men care about League of Legends than women. I mean, certainly that's Riot's internal statistics say that most of their players are men. So, since I make mostly content about League, that's also, like, maybe that's natural, you know? But, like, I know way more women who are into Dark Souls and Bloodborne than men. Like, well, I know more men who, like, talk about playing Bloodborne and being hardcore and getting good, but I know a lot more women who give a shit about the story and the lore and the character designs and, like, the actual universes of those games. So I think, hopefully, like, the boss designs videos attract a little bit more of a female audience. I hope so. But I don't know. I can't see statistics per video. That's why my recommended videos get warped whenever I look up a nail tutorial. Oh yeah, the algorithm also assumes that you want more of whatever you looked at last. That's the one thing it does. So, like, if you click, like, if I ever click on, like, if there's some fucking, I don't know, anti-SJW, some fuckhead who's made a really funny video where they're stupid and say dumb shit, and I click on it, my recommendations is gonna be full of that right-wing bullshit, like, for days, and it's really fucking annoying. The only thing, like, if you're an audience member, the only thing you can do to change what the algorithm shows you is click the like and dislike buttons. So, like, if you watch something, if you hate watch a thing, or if you watch something that you don't like but you just want to see what it is, click the dislike button. Like, make sure to click the dislike button, because that's how you tell the algorithm, don't show me any more of this shit. I was just checking it out. I don't want to see any more of it. Because that's the only way to stop it from doing that. And then click like on the things you do want to see. The dislike button does do something. Like, the thing about YouTube is, like, if you click the dislike button on one of my videos, that doesn't change anything. Like, it doesn't change how much money I make, or, like, how it doesn't make my video less recommended in the algorithm, because it's just engagement. Like, people engaged with the video enough to click the dislike button. But the dislike button does tell the algorithm that you don't want to see any more of this. Like, that if it shows you more of this, you're less likely to click on it. So you can use it yourself. For yourself, you can use it to shape what the algorithm shows you. So if you ever run into a YouTube channel that you hate, like some fuckwit who does, like, I don't know, racist content or whatever, like, click on a few of their videos and then just click dislike on every single goddamn one of them without watching any of the video. Like, open the video page, pause the video immediately, click the dislike button, then go away, click away from it. And that should help prevent that shit from showing up in your recommendations. But yeah, like, for YouTubers, like, I don't care if you click the like or dislike button in terms of engagement, because either way, the algorithm goes, oh, hey, people were affected by this video, like, people were moved to action by this video. And so, if you click the dislike button on one of my videos, like, then the algorithm will look at, okay, but who likes the content that this person hates? Who likes the stuff that this person doesn't like? And then they'll show my videos to those people. So for a YouTuber, having a lot of dislikes isn't a problem, but, like, except for as a PR problem, like, it looks bad, but it's not really a problem in terms of recommendations or discovery. In fact, having a ton of dislikes and like, farming dislikes is one way that some people use to, like, get huge followings on YouTube just by being fucking assholes all the time. Hello, Brendan. Well, you're popping in kind of at the tail end of the stream. I've finished editing some Bloodborne footage, and now I'm just hanging out and chatting with people. I should probably look at Twitter again today, just to check that people aren't trying to contact me. I wish people would stop using Twitter DMs as much as they do. Because, I would rather message with any other program, but oh well. Nothing. Good. I've gotten a lot more ads than usual. That's YouTube. Like, most videos on YouTube, not all of them, but most videos on YouTube will probably have the ads automatically applied. Like, they'll just, like, YouTube will look at the video and decide, hey, like, here's a break in the video where nobody's talking, let's put an ad there. Here's a break, let's put an ad there. And that system is really aggressive. Like, on my second channel, or this channel, rather, like, where I play Hades and where I do gameplay footage, my Hades videos, the algorithm, like, the YouTube system automatically puts, like, 50 ads on every single Hades gameplay video. But on my Diablo videos, it only puts 2 or 3. And that's because the algorithm is like, okay, people are willing to sit through a lot of shit to watch his Hades playthrough, but they're not willing to sit through very much to watch Diablo. So we'll put a ton of ads on the Hades stuff, and then not that many on the Diablo thing. And then, and the weird thing about the system is that YouTube will put, like 50 ads in a video, but then it'll only show maybe 4 or 5 or 8 of those videos to each individual person, depending on, like, it's, again, the algorithm is constantly trying to predict how you're gonna behave. So so it looks at how you have behaved with other videos in the past, and it tries to predict, okay, how many ads is this person gonna sit through? Like, in order to watch the rest of the video, how much are they willing to put up with? And then it tries to show you the perfect number of ads, to make sure that you don't click away, but that you either click skip through or that you keep watching. And then sometimes, in some circumstances, that just means you get a fuck ton of ads, like so fucking many. And then sometimes it means you get almost nothing. So the vids that are around 1 minute or less will affect how much ad money that creator takes? Yeah, like, basically, longer videos make more money. Like, that's sort of, like, that's usually true on YouTube. Longer videos make more money. Which is why videos have been getting longer and longer and longer in general, because it's being rewarded by the system. Dan Kirkby, yeah, YouTube Premium is a good way to get around that. As a content creator, can you even change all that? I do on my main channel. On my main channel, I place the ads manually. Like, I go in and I override what the algorithm is doing, and I place them myself. And usually I have a rule of, like, 1 ad at most every 8 to 10 minutes. Like, that's as many as I'm willing to put down. And then for stuff like my gameplay videos on this channel, like, on this channel, I will just let the algorithm decide. Like, because I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to manually place ads on these videos, but recently I've had to, like, it was fine letting the algorithm do it for a while, because it wasn't too aggressive. But recently I've had to go in and, like, manually tell the algorithm to run less, like, just to go, like, look at how many ads it has placed and then delete, like, half of them, because it places way too fucking many, and it's really annoying. And it's like, it's this thing of, like, on my main channel, I'm really conscious of not putting too many ads on things. Like, I try to be, like, put them in a way that they're not fucking ruining things for people. On this channel, I'm a little bit more laissez-faire. I'm just like, let the videos make whatever money they're gonna make. Because I don't want to do a ton of work on this channel. I just want to make things and upload them. I may have to change that in the future, but for now, that's how I'm going. And that means sometimes people do comment sometimes and say, hey, I got like 20 ads on this video, what the fuck? And I just have to say, well, yeah, that's the algorithm. Sorry. Ugh. Any opinion on Genshin Impact? I kind of got over the frustration of it being basically but Breath of the Wild. No, I mean, I think Genshin Impact looks fine. Like, as a gacha game, it looked reasonably fun. I don't really want to play it. Like, I think it's very, very pretty. I think it has some relatively fun characters and stuff, but it's like, the gacha stuff is just not fun for me. It just isn't. Like, I don't get a charge out of the algorithm thing, or out of the gacha pull thing of like rare things. I don't know. Not really my kind of thing. Does YouTube Premium help creators? Yes. Yes, it does. Like, if you want to support a creator, Shrikant, I would recommend that you subscribe to their Patreons directly, or give them, like, direct donations. That's the best way to help a creator, but if you get YouTube Premium, in order to get rid of the ads on YouTube, that does mean that your view is worth, like, 10 or 15 times as much as a regular view. Like, if you watch one video for a creator with YouTube Premium, you're giving them about as much money as, like, 10 to 100 ad views would do. Because like, one ad view is worth practically nothing. It's like, they're practically worthless, but if you use Premium, then you are actually worth a lot more. So it's a good thing to, like, if you want to get rid of ads on YouTube, definitely buy YouTube Premium. Like, that's fine. But if you want to support creators, that's your main concern, then get an ad blocker, and then just donate directly. Because, like, we don't care. Like, no YouTuber gives a shit if any individual person has an ad blocker. Like, I don't care. Like, people sometimes say, I'm sorry I used an ad blocker on your video. No, I don't give a shit. Use it. Go ahead, please. Like, just... I want you to enjoy watching my videos. That's the main thing I want you to do. If you want to support me, send me $1, and you have given me the same amount of money as 1,000 views would do. That's, like... That's the same for all content creators. It's like, $1 is literally thousands of views. As if, like, if you feel guilty about having an ad blocker on for a creator that you like, send them $1, and you can watch 1,000 videos with no guilt. You're fine. That's just how the... Oh, thank you very much, Alvaro Tavares. Have 1,000 views. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Have 5,000. No. I wasn't trying to get you to do super chats. Have 5,000 views. Thank you. Oh, that's very kind of you. It's not what I was trying to do. But, like, yeah, that's if you want to support a content creator, direct support is always the best. Always. If you want to get rid of ads on YouTube, get YouTube Premium if you want to help creators at the same time. Like, it helps. Here's my one view because I'm broke. It's okay. Like, don't feel bad about it, Daniel. Like, never feel bad about not being able to donate. Because, like, I promise you, content creators we understand. We get it. We have been poor as well. We're usually pretty broke ourselves. Don't worry about it. Just watch the videos and enjoy them. And put an ad blocker on if the ads are too much. It's okay. In other words, we should all get ad blockers and have the donate tab open when we can. Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's... For content creators, that's the best thing. Hey, TubiSkyn, how do members factor into this? I have memberships on this channel, specifically because this is the channel where I do most of my, like, usually I do most of my streaming, so I wanted to be able to give people, like, emojis. Specifically... these ones. I'm gonna type them in. There we go. That's what memberships do. Memberships are like... you can set a different levels of memberships. I have them enabled on this one for like $1 a month. Which is like, and that's mostly because that's the lowest it can go. I can't set it any lower than that. But I only have it enabled here because this is supposed to be my streaming channel. Like, this is where when I do game streaming, it's mostly here. So I just wanted people to have emojis. I'm thinking of maybe making the memberships a little bit more expensive on this channel and then using that money to hire an editor for the channel. But that's not something I'm doing right now. That's for later. Out of the topic, Mr. Skyn, will you review fan arts of yourself? I don't get that much fan art, really. See, I have an archive of the stuff I've gotten. And I think this is pretty much all of it that I've ever gotten, in the time I've been on YouTube. Like, it's like 33 pieces. And some of them are really fucking good. And they're all wonderful, frankly. But, like, this is about all I've ever gotten. There we go. So, I don't know. There's not really a whole video in looking at all of that. But, like, if I got more of it, like, if it was a more frequent thing, then maybe, sure. Maybe I could make a video out of that. It would feel a little self-indulgent. Like, I kind of... I don't want to encourage too much of the parasocial stuff, you know? Like, I don't want to make it a thing of, like, hey, send me fan art because we're friends kind of thing. Because I see some creators do that because they like the parasocial relationship goes both ways. But I don't want to encourage that too much. Because, like, I've already had weird people, like, fucking hell, you should see my DMs on Instagram sometimes. Ugh. So I don't want to encourage that too much. But, like, if people send me fan art, I try to feature it in like, a video end card, but that's about all I do. Very off topic here, but thoughts on the Ruined King's character design so far? Oh, yeah. I think I said a lot of my thoughts in the animation breakdown I did of the trailer. But basically, I like him. I think he's really good. Like, given the kind of character that he is, he makes perfect sense because he's supposed to be an idiotic romantic, like a really emotionally driven, like very like, oh, I'm sad because my wife is dead. Well, like he's supposed to be an Anakin Skywalker or like a Kylo Ren in terms of Star Wars, or like an Edward Cullen for that matter, or going back a lot further, Lord Byron, like a Byronic hero kind of character. He's supposed to be like the idiot pretty boy who cares too much about his fifis and doesn't know how to accept rejection and stuff. And for that, his character design is excellent. A lot of people wanted the Ruined King to be more of like an old, like the king of the dead under the mountain, Lord of the Rings kind of character, like an old ghost king. But I like the way that they've conceived him a lot more. Like, I think it works for that character. Because he's not wise. He's an idiot. Like, he fucks up the entire Blessed Isles because he's sad his wife is dead. That's not something an old wise man does. That's something like a young, over-emotional, spoiled, privileged little brat of a noble, like, raised... Like, who was, like, raised with a silver spoon up his ass. Like, that's the kind of thing that they do, because they go, I'm sad, and that means everyone has to suffer. Like, that's how royalty behaves, you know? Have you ever heard of the Wet Cereal Worm by Wildboat? Nope, don't know what that is. What about a fan's redesign of League of Legends characters, for example, Kai'Sa? Would you review? I am planning a video on fan reworks, actually, because there's been a lot of really high-quality ones, and I've gathered a bunch of them, and I might do a video about them, like comparing them to the base character design and talking about what they do better and what they do worse. Don't know when that would come out, though, because I've got the What's the Deal with Seraphine? I've got this Bloodborne video that I'm working on right now. And then there's a Bloodborne stream that needs to happen. And then... Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I've so much fucking shit I have to work on. So I don't know when that would happen. It's just one of those things that's on the back burner. So if you were to liken the Ruined King to a Greek myth or Shakespeare character, so I get the reference, who would it be? In terms of a Shakespeare character, I'd say Richard II is probably a good point of comparison. Like, overdramatic, like, prone to self-destruction. Very much, like, in their feelings. What do you think about the character designs in Valorant? Frankly, I find it pretty uninspired. Well, Valorant is like, yeah, Valorant has the big limitation that they can't create different character silhouettes. Or, well, they can, but, like, every single character in Valorant has to be the same size, and they have to have the same hitbox, because it's a tactical shooter. So they can't do the Overwatch thing of, like, creating very different characters. Like, they literally can't. The gameplay doesn't allow for it. So that makes it really hard to create interesting character designs, which is why games like Call of Duty or CSGO have such shit character design. Like, because there's just a bunch of people running around in military fatigues, and they look like fuck all. And that's because the game design doesn't really allow for really character-driven character design. And Valorant sort of tries to push back against that a little. Like, it tries to bring, like, an Overwatch aesthetic into a CSGO game design thing. And they sort of succeed, and then in a lot of ways they don't, because, like, they already, like... There's already the problem in games like that where all the women have the same fucking body type over and over again, and that's, like, even worse in Valorant, because they quite literally, like, from their perspective, they can't make huge changes to the character model. Like, they can't change the outline too much. So, you know, well. How do you feel about Apex Legends in that space in terms of their character thing? Apex Legends is better. It's a lot better. Like, they have a lot more variety. I do wish they would have, like, just, like, any woman who doesn't have, again, that same basic video game woman body type. Because that's kind of also over and over again with them. Same as it is with anyone. Like, where I wish they would be just a little bit more creative. Like, not even... Like, I would like a fat woman to be in any video game ever and not be a fucking joke. That would be nice, just to see that one time. Like, just once in the fucking... it would be nice to have that. But even like, in terms of just, like, it's the... Because they default to the hourglass shape every time. Even Ilaoi has the hourglass shape. Like, she has the, like, broad on top, narrower waist, and then broader hips. And that's the basic woman character design in video games, which is, like, it's so fucking tedious. Because, like, there's different body types. Like, you can have apple bottoms, like, you can have pear shapes. You can have people who are top heavy, bottom heavy. You can have people, like, who have, like, very large thighs, but not a lot of body fat up top. There's so much shit you can do with body types. Like, even without, like, massively altering with, like, a character's BMI, as it were, you can do all kinds of shit. But games never do, because they're all stuck in that one, like, specific sort of slim, slender, big tits, or, like, prominent breasts, rather. Not necessarily big, but prominent breasts all the time. And it annoys the fuck out of me. For the limited variation in body type, how much of that would be, like, people who aren't the artist giving input final approval? It's hard to say, Nicholas Wren. It's hard to say. I know at Riot, like, Ceronis, who was for a long time one of the lead character designers at the place he designed Vi, Syra. I think he did he do LeBlanc? Maybe he did. Like, he has designed a lot of the titty babes at that game studio. And those are the kinds of women that he likes to design. Like, that's just what he likes to make. And probably he didn't get any feedback that says you can't do that because there's a presumption that it'll sell. But it's also a thing of, like, I do know that Riot, like, people keep, like, I get a lot of comments from people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, saying, like, oh, Riot, the reason Riot do anything is because Tencent is ordering them to do it, which is not true. That's not how it works at all. Tencent doesn't give a shit. Like, they don't care. So long as League of Legends makes money, they will only bother censoring anything in China. They don't care what Riot publishes outside of China. So long as it's not, like, anti-Chinese state propaganda, like Freedom for Hong Kong or whatever, then Tencent doesn't give a shit. But what I do know is that Tencent has, like, Tencent has a list of preferences. Not orders, not you cannot make this, but, like, Tencent prefers that Riot makes, like, human-looking characters, preferably sexy ladies, and I know they had a directive for a while that they would prefer not to see any black people in the game, because from their perspective, that's harder to sell in the Chinese market. But, like, as far as I know, and I've talked to people who have been in those meetings, as far as I know, Riot has never ever been ordered to not make something by Tencent. Like, that's never been the case. But Tencent does have an influence. Like, Riot knows what Tencent wants, and that influences what gets greenlit at the studio. And that's usually how it works. Like, it's very rare that it's direct censorship. It's very rare that it's directly, like, you're not allowed to make this. Usually it's more like, well, you're allowed to make it, but we would rather give more money to this other thing. Like, it's usually soft power. It's not hard power. And yeah, Tencent has never vetoed a character. That's never happened. But what Riot does, like, in China, in the Chinese market, there is a prohibition on showing skeletons, like showing characters who are very overtly designed after human skeletons. So what Riot does with the Shadow Isles champions is it never designs them to look too much like skeletons. Like, Thresh is this dark spirit, like, he has a skull thing, but it's floating in fire. He's not too much like a skeleton. And that's not because Tencent is telling them you're not allowed to make skeletons. It's because Riot is thinking, okay, if we make a skeleton character in the West, then we're going to have to make a completely different character model for the Chinese market because it's going to get censored there. So we might as well cut out the middleman and just not put a straight-up skeleton in the game. Because then we don't have to create two character models. We don't have to do two sets of animations. We don't have to maintain two different versions of the character. Why skeletons? It's a cultural taboo. I don't really know the background for it, but I know that in China, there is a general... I don't think it's like a hard ban, but it's a cultural thing about, like, showing human skeletons is like, it's not quite okay. Hey, Chiefscan, do you have a good suggestion for a budget microphone? Just get a Blue Yeti. Just get a decent quality USB microphone, like a Blue Yeti or whatever. Or, like, one of those Razer streaming, like, a cheap, decent USB microphone is fine. You don't need anything more than that. Well, depending on what you're doing. If you want to sing, like, if you want to record, like, loud vocals and you're actually doing singing, especially if you're doing rock singing, like for rock music or anything like that, then you want to invest in something better. Like, you want to invest in, like, a sound card and an XLR mic. But if you're just doing YouTube videos or podcasts or, like, anything sort of normal stuff, you don't need anything more than a USB mic. You really don't. Like, it's much more important that you have good processing on it, like that you have a compressor and a little bit of equalizing and some noise reduction. That's way more important, the stuff that you process on the audio, than the way that you record it. Have you ever used a 144 hertz monitor? Nope. I have not. I have never had a computer that could really handle that. Well, I mean, I could probably handle 144 hertz in, like, League of Legends or CS:GO or, like, old games or whatever, but I have never really played any with video games that could really take advantage of it, so I've never seen the reason to get a 144 hertz. Good evening, Sky, and just wanted to say thanks for the great content to keep us sane this year. You're very welcome, Jetcast. It's also to keep me sane. Because holy fuck, this election season in the United States has been stressful for everyone in the world. Goddamn Americans. Whew. Is there anything going on in the Discord? I should check. Speaking of which... if anyone wants to join the Discord, I'm going to put a link in the chat there. In Brazil, it was a party. The dollar went down like crazy. Yeah, that happened. It just chatting stream. Yeah, Kindred Scarlet, I'm just chatting right now. And, like, once people stop being interested in talking, I'll end the stream. Mr. Skyn, you need to drink more tea. I drink a lot of tea already. Believe you me, I drink chamomile and honey tea all the time. It pledged that he shall be alone until the end. Am I hydrated? Yes, I am. I've had like a liter and a half of water. It's funny to listen to you talk about League of Legends because I found a video for you talking about bad League of Legends character design, and I don't follow League of Legends at all. It's a little weird that you're on my channel then, because like that's most of what I'm that's most of what I'm posting for videos. But I guess maybe you're here for the other stuff. What time is it for me? It's about 6:30 a.m. I woke up at 5 p.m. though, so it's like it's almost bedtime for me, but not yet. You're here for boss designs. Yeah, that's fair enough. Do you think KDA should not be a thing in Legends of Runeterra? Yeah, kinda. I think it's a little, yeah. Oh, Triarch, thanks for the stream guide. I'm heading to sleep. Sleep well, dude. Or lady, or NB person. I don't actually know, but whichever one you are, sleep well. But yeah, like, I do think KDA shouldn't really be in Legends of Runeterra. Because, like, if they're gonna introduce the skin universes to Legends of Runeterra, they should do it properly. Like, it shouldn't just be a set of 5 cards that just completely don't fit in with anything else in the game. That's kind of half-assed and bad. But if they introduced, like, a whole thing of, like, a region called Star Guardians, for example, which is just only Star Guardian cards, or a whole region based around, like, True Damage and KDA, I'd be fine with that. Like, a region based around skins, or like if it was just card skins. Like, if that's the thing that's been suggested already, is that after the KDA event is over, that they replace the KDA cards, like the art and the names, with something that's more like Legends of Runeterra friendly, and then you have the option to apply a skin on your card that turns it into the KDA thing. But you know. I came from the very early Overwatch videos and stayed for general character discussion. Oh, that's a long time ago, Anna. But thanks for sticking around. A favorite video that I always recommend or tell people about is the Widowmaker and Ana one, and you covered my Overwatch mains, which was dope. Oh yeah, I keep meaning to do more Overwatch character design videos, but I never have time. And I haven't followed that game for ages. Like, maybe once Overwatch 2 comes out, I'll look back into it, but I don't know. What's the Soulsborne ladder song called? That's called Snake Eater, and it's the theme song from Metal Gear Solid 3. I usually lure people to your channel with the Millennials Killed Mayonnaise video. Yeah, that video is going to outlive me a lot. Like, that thing is going to get views after I'm dead and gone. Fucking mayonnaise video, man. I've actually gone back and I've checked, like, the author of that millennial mayonnaise article. She's still writing. Like, she's been writing lots of articles for that same publication, and some of them, like, I haven't found any that's quite as out there as the mayonnaise video, but some of them are like, if I wanted to, I could probably do another dramatic reading of one of them, because, wow, she has some fun takes on stuff. But I won't. Like, I don't want to. I'm a little worried about. I don't want to direct any harassment at her, because she just seems to be like an old white lady who has grandkids and who's like kind of stuffy and a little bit of a boomer, but not like evil or anything. And I don't want to. I don't want to get anyone tweeting shit at her or like being an asshole to her. So I don't want to put, like, I don't want to. I'm a little bit, like, I could probably do more videos about her articles because they're hilarious, but I don't want to, no. Like, I worry that it'll turn to bad shit, you know. I'm here because Nikrit suggested me to. Oh, that's very kind of him. I binged watched your Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 boss design and some God of War playthrough right after I got hooked up. Well, that was a lot of stuff you had to binge. Good lord. But, hey, thanks for showing up. I know it's been a while, but do you plan on doing any of these lore read-throughs, critiques? It's what kept me updated on League of Legends lore. Yeah, I kind of want to get back to doing some more of those videos, like just about the League of Legends stories. But again, it's like so much other shit is happening, so I feel like I never have time. Have you seen the lore theories about Dark Souls 1 and or the fan songs? Nope. I stay away from Soulsborne content on YouTube. I don't watch Vatividia, I don't watch any of it. Because I don't want to get spoiled accidentally, and I don't want to have my opinions of the series influenced by others until I am done. Once I'm done with Dark Souls, like Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, I'll go watch those videos, but until then, I'm not touching them. Oh, Sandra, you were inspired to finish Dark Souls 2 from my playthrough. That's cool. I'm glad you finished it. I hope you finished it. Kabalamo Kazui. Overall, do you think the character designs of League of Legends tend towards good ones, or are they mostly bad or kind of in the middle? Most League of Legends character designs are pretty good. Most of them are pretty good. But, like, the problems that they have are really frustrating. Like, again, like fucking Kai'Sa. She's a really cool character concept. Like, there's a bunch of really cool character design work being done in her concept art. But then the actual execution of the thing is like, because there's such a cool concept there, but... But mostly League of Legends character design is good. Like, most of their fundamentals, most of what they do is really solid basic character design. It's just that sometimes they do really bad shit. Like, sometimes they do stuff that's just frustrating. Because I know the artists at Riot are really fucking good at their jobs. I know they can do a lot better, and it frustrates me when they're not, like, they don't get to. Off topic, what food do you like to cook the most? I mean, it's not the healthiest thing, and I should eat it a little bit less than I do, but I do love to cook me a good chili. I enjoy watching both the streams and episodes of Boss Designs. I get to see the game without having to replace broken controllers through frustration. Yeah. Well, I guess that's one advantage you get, is like, you don't have to take the hits. When I found your channel, I spent days watching every single video because I'm a nerd and I find your videos more entertaining than my actual character design animation classes. I learn a lot from you. Well, you should pay attention to your classes as well, dude. Or lady again. You should pay attention to your classes as well, because they will teach you stuff that you need to know. But I'm glad that I'm helping. Pizza, but only delivery and only during Bloodborne streams. I didn't order the pizza. It wasn't me. It was my roommate. Right. There's a little bit of panic. What do you think they meant by most ambitious when it comes to Elden Ring? I think Phil Spencer was doing some marketing for Elden Ring. I don't know what that, like... I think it's most ambitious in terms of, hey, it's the latest game and they have more money than they used to, which means they have more of a budget and more staff, so of course it's bigger. I don't put too much stock in that. I'm just happy that the game is being, like, that we have some evidence that it's actually being developed. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here, because I need to go to the bathroom and then I need to go to bed, probably. So, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I got a bunch of editing work done, so that's nice, and hopefully I can finish this in time for Friday, with a little luck. So, hey, join the Discord if you want, and have a good night.